Hi, my name is Mike Dalco, and I'm an independent affiliate with a company called Karatbars International. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm bringing you this presentation. I am a third-generation son of a preacher, and in my religious experience, in my Christian experience, I noticed that one thing was very prevalent in all the churches that I attended. They were moral people, they worshiped God, they served their local church and their synagogues, their mosques, but they had one thing in common. They struggled with finances, and it always bothered me that someone who was so good and so moral and so upstanding would struggle with that one thing, financial stability. You know, a spiritual organization typically focuses on eternal things, but still they have to realize that the temporal thing is vital. And I've searched for years, and I've been looking for a morally sound and legitimate way to create residual wealth streams for organizations, and I couldn't find it. You know, I refuse to accept the premise that corporate America and large companies could create residual streams regardless to their faith and spiritual beliefs. And yet, the spiritual organization could have the strongest morals and wanted to help their community so much, and yet they struggled with finances. I said, there's got to be a better way. And what I found through Karatbars International was more than I could have ever even imagined. You know, Karatbars is just a better plan. It just makes sense. Think about this. What could be better than a plan to create residual income for an organization that has no sales, free enrollment for all affiliates and all the parishioners, no fees and no risk whatsoever? Something that's replicatable, duplicatable, where everybody could take part and actually benefit the organization without a mandatory forced purchase of a product or mandatory sales of some product. Oh, it was so simple. And here's the part that's really powerful. The product is an eternal substance. It's God's idea of money. The product is gold. Think about that. The product is gold. So it's simple. Save in gold and then create a residual cash flow for the organization by sharing that information with other people. It's a money system, and it generates immediate income while simultaneously building an inheritance and legacy in gold, pure physical gold. See, in this plan, everybody wins, because not only will the organization increase its residual cash flow, but each individual person that's participating in the plan builds their individual legacy in gold. What you end up doing is you end up creating your own internal economy. So think about that. Create your own internal economy by referring people to do what they should have been doing all along, which is moving their depreciating cash into a permanent, stable, eternal form of money, which is gold. While cash is decreasing in value because it's temporal, it has no real value, it's a false balance, it's not backed by anything, and year over year, 40 years ago, 1 gram of gold could get 5 loaves of bread, and 1 paper dollar could get 4. Today, that same 1 gram of God's money, gold, can get 20 loaves of bread. Isn't that just like God increasing? But that paper dollar won't even purchase 1 loaf of bread. So it's simple. Save your money in gold and get paid to share with other people how to do the same, and it creates a residual cash flow stream for your organization. Get back with the person that shared Karatbars International with you. They'll be ready and willing to help you understand how to expand it throughout your organization and set up gold savings accounts for every member of your group that's willing to participate. There's no mandatory requirements whatsoever. There's no risk. Nobody can lose anything. You're just transferring one form of money to a better, more significant, more eternal form of money, gold. I guess you can tell we're excited about this, and we look forward to assisting you in building your residual cash flow through Karatbars International. Let's go build a legacy.